What's going on, guys? How you doing? We are starting today Queen live. I was like, you know what? I need to do a live thing, right? I didn't do live killers because I'm scared to. It just seems weird, right? I already talked about that, right? I know that there's people that like it and people that don't like it, right? I've seen there's people that like Hot Space and people that don't like it, and I'm just gonna see myself out. Okay, so the one that I decided to do is Hammersmith ODEON. Okay, and I'm sure that there's going to be people that are going to say, this one's better than this one, and you should have done this one, and that's fine. Okay, but this is the one that I'm doing. I chopped it all up, and I noticed that there was a lot of songs that didn't have video. That's another reason why I wanted to do it, is because of video, not just audio. But I noticed that there was a bunch that didn't have video. And in my preparation to do this video, which is just, 2 minutes before I hit record, I wanted to find some information on it that I can maybe read, go through, whatever. And I kind of got my answer as to why, or whatever. So here we go. This is from lostmediawiki.com. Wow, didn't know that was the thing. I know now. Queen live at Hammersmith Odeon partially lost concert footage, 1979. On December 26, 1979, a series of concerts were held at the Hammersmith Odeon in London, England, to benefit the victims of war-torn Cambodia. This series of concerts was called Concerts for the People of Kampuchea. Maybe saying that wrong. Queen's performance, which opened the concerts, is only partially available in video format. Then United Nations Secretary General Kurt Waldheim approached Paul McCartney in the hopes of staging a reunion concert of the Beatles to raise funds for citizens affected by the wars raging in Cambodia under the reign of Pol Pot. McCartney was put off by the idea of reuniting the group, though, and he instead organized a chain of concerts with appearances of such notable musicians and acts as Queen, The Who, Wings, Elvis Costello, The Clash, and others. The concert was filmed and broadcast on BBC One, and multiple audio recordings were made by audience members that have since appeared on bootlegs. Okay, and then it has a list of the set list, the Queen set list, that we're going to go through, and if it's there or not. That kind of makes sense now. It's not just some version. I thought like maybe I got some wrong version or something, and I looked at more than one. I saw it happen on all of them. So I don't know. I was just kind of weird about that. In saying that, when I first chopped it up, I didn't know about this whole thing. So I cut out Jailhouse Rock, which was their opener and was mostly not there. I started it where the video starts because that just made sense to me, and it was at the beginning, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's just whatever the quality, it's old, whatever the quality is, and I'll just start it there, and then we start with We Will Rock You fast version. But everything else is all there. So that's what's going on. So that means today we are starting with the tail end of Jailhouse Rock and We Will Rock You, fast version. Cool. And I was able to go through and see what kind of went into each other and all that. And hopefully what I've done thus far makes sense. So, okay. Also, before I get to it, actually, I want to say... since the game is over and I'm obviously not onto Hot Space, that I won't be doing Hot Space. I won't be doing Hot Space. I won't be doing anything else after this. Will I come back to it in the future? Maybe pick it up. Maybe just do Innuendo, because it seems like that's a really big one. Maybe. But I think for now, I'm good. I read your comments. I see that there's a lot of people that want me to keep going. I also see there's a lot of people that kind of tell me what I'd be in for if I keep going. I see some people that tell me to just stop, right? Just don't do it, or stop here, just do Innuendo and then be done, or do some live things, etc. And I'm making the executive decision with my time and stopping. I'm going to move on to something else for the time being. I may come back to it. I don't know when. I don't have some, I don't know. But I don't know. I also don't know what I'm going to next. But it'll be something. I just want it to be cool. I don't want to suffer through Hot Space, because it sounds like that's what it would be. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That sounds like shit. I know that may not be fair because I haven't heard it. I don't know if that's how it sounds, but or if I would like it or whatever. But you know, world's not fair. So, all right, here we go. Here's what we're doing. We Will Rock You, the fast version. And right, Live Queen. I'd much rather check out Live Queen than Hot Space, right? Anyways, all right, let's do this. Bam. Okay, right, the end of Jailhouse Rock. Yep, okay. Key bass. Straight up rock and roll. Pretty cool. Okay. Like it. All right. Typical bass player. He's very good. He's like, Brian's like barely singing. It's like, oh, Roger Taylor. Very cool. Yeah, I like it. Nice. Yeah, see, now that's the start of a concert. I know that they started with Jailhouse Rock. I'm actually kind of happy that I didn't start with that because I didn't like it when they did it previously. Right? I did a previous live thing and they did Jailhouse Rock and I was kind of like, they didn't need to do that. They totally didn't need to do that. But this was actually really cool. I think. I mean, it was straight up rock and roll, which I'm good on, right? And it's live, you know. It's not like they recorded it like this. I like the recording how it is. I think it's amazing. But for live, I think this is actually really cool. It's just high energy, and I know that they do it later on, right? They do. They end with "We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions," so they do their regular like studio version of "We Will Rock You." So even better. I just really like this, actually. I think it's really, really cool. Great energy. It's a little bit loose, but it's, you know, like at parts I felt like it was a little bit loose. But it was rock and roll. They're just rocking out. Very cool. Yeah, I like it. Very energetic way to start a show. Sorry, minus Jailhouse Rock, sorry. Dig it. Dig it. Very cool. Okay, all right. Up next is Let Me Entertain You. Well, I should probably look to see and make sure. I should double check with this list that I have going. in terms of what video is there and what's not, because the video that's not there is just like blacked out. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before, but for the people who haven't, the whole Jailhouse Rock up to what we started on was all just audio. It was just black screen audio. And I didn't know that, again, I didn't know that when I first started cutting it up. But as I went through, I can see If You Can't Beat Them and Mustafa it says partially found for video. So that means a bunch of it is going to be just blacked out and just audio. We'll sit through it. And I'll mention, and there's a big portion, like 5 songs in the middle of the set that are just like no audio. I mean, no video, sorry. There's audio on all of it, sorry. No video. So, anyways. Okay, up next is Let Me Entertain You. I'll catch you then. Later.